Did Jaron Ennis duck Mighty Mo Hooker? Find out next on Banco Boxing. What's good, guys? Man, it's your boy Banco Boxing. Hey, appreciate you for coming in. Hey, first things first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. Check out the playlist in the description and the other boxing channels I have in there for you if you want to be entertained. Now, Mike Coppinger reported that DAZN tried to get a fight done with Jaron Ennis and Maurice Hooker for later this year at 147. And he basically said Boots turned it down because he has affiliations with Showtime. Boots later came in and said, you know, y'all getting the wrong information wrong. Y'all ain't got the facts. And also, Bomac actually made his own post about it. Said, hey, Boots ain't turning down. This manager did. I know the kid. He's a good kid. He'll fight anybody. I know him and his whole team. You know, so in this fight game, it's politics, and, you know, you're going against that. But having said all that, hypothetically, if Mighty Mo was to fight Jaron Ennis, that would be a very solid win out of basically like the 147 prospects. Like, that would put him over Ortiz Jr. for me, because Mighty Mo was a title holder at 140. Still a good fighter. Has an excellent team corner with Bomac back there. In camp with Jamel Herring and Jamel Herring and Terrence Crawford. So I think that'd be a huge win, man. I think that'd be a good fight. Everybody was quick to say, you know, he's playing duck, you know, duck, duck, goose, duck tails, dark wing duck. Anything that had to do with a duck, they was ready to say that about Boots, man. But we know with Boots, he's immensely talented, and unfortunately, he just got bad management. Issues with management has been holding him back. And he might be another Terrence Crawford because, you know, Terrence Crawford was basically a virtual unknown before. I think he stepped up and fought, who was that, Prescott or something like that? I wasn't really following Bud back then, so I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I want you guys to let me know who Bud stepped up and fought that put him on the scene. So I could see that happening to Ennis, like, last second, and they say fight somebody. I think he'll always be ready, and he gonna shock the world. That's how Ennis is gonna get his bearings and get his name really out there. Because right now they still him out as a prospect. I think he got like over 20-some fights, but just no notable people. So unfortunately, can't get that fight like that. I mean, for Maurice Hooker, I think it'd be a harder fight for him. He might try to overlook it because of, you know, maybe who has Ennis fought, but we know he got the goods. If I'm Maurice Hooker, I think he's the taller fighter. I don't know how tall Ennis is, but if I'm him, I'm working off my jab the whole fight, and I don't want to turn it into a slugfest. But then again, maybe Hooker just was weaker at 140. He looked weak in there, Ramirez. But I also don't know if Ennis hits harder than Ramirez either. I mean, it's just one of them things just because I ain't seen him in there with a guy that's very good yet. So it's one of those things. But if they were to fight, I think Bomac will have them with a good game plan. I haven't seen enough of Ennis for me to tell you what I think Maurice Hooker should do besides fight tall, slip and slide, and don't get wet. So I hadn't seen enough of him. I've seen some highlights and a couple of fights of Ennis, him doing like just a lot of stuff, a lot of good showmanship in the ring. And all in all, it would have been a great fight. So I'm hoping Ennis does get him a marquee fight this year, man. He's been going on the radar too long. I became a fan of him watching. I think Showtime had did like a day in camp with Ennis or something like that. But no, he's not ducking. He's not ducking Maurice Hooker. Maurice Hooker, as you guys know, was supposed to fight Regis Prograis. He can't make 140 no more. Regis, and if anything, we can really flip the script on Regis and say Regis ducking Mighty Mo because he don't want to come up and fight him. He want to fight a dude that's, I guess, a solid fighter, but he's not Maurice Hooker when it comes to 140. So we really could just say Regis ducking. That man is not, he not carrying Louisiana the right way, man. He really not. So all in all, just to clear it up, Ennis is not ducking. His manager and them turned down the fight. Hopefully that means they're going to give him a better fight, which we know is hard with PBC, Showtime, or however, whatever his affiliation is. I don't know. I ain't even looked up his management because I don't technically he fights on Showtime, but I don't know if he's advised by Al Heyman or not. Maurice Hooker needs a fight, you know, at 147. I mean, or 144. Then again, look, I threw Regis' name out there. Shoot, Mo Hooker, Broner, 144. If the zone can get a 10 mil, I don't know if they would really warrant that. I mean, Hooker don't necessarily have a mouthpiece that Regis had that would make the Regis and Broner fight attraction like Hooker and AB. Let me know in the comments who you think that Boot should fight next and who should Maurice Hooker try to go at, you know, to get him a good fight this year as well. Appreciate it, man. If you made this far in the video, make sure you check out the playlist, click on the end screens, and subscribe to your boy Mako Boxing. I'm out.